Hayden Ho, and I'm joined today by Lloyd Taylor. Lloyd, you're a volunteer and a coach with Warren Park, and you're also one of the founders of Spinning Wheels, the Parkinson's charity. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today.
Thank you for the interest.
First of all, can you just tell me a little bit about your journey with hockey?
Boy, the journey with hockey goes back a long way. I grew up playing hockey. We came to Canada from England. I was a toddler, and hockey was Canadiana to my parents. It was the way of becoming Canadian was hockey. My dad never learned to skate, but he was always on the ice in his rain boots, pretending he knew what he was doing. So I grew up playing hockey. Started coaching when I was 16. Coached all of my life until just very recently. So hockey's been with me since day one.
And how has that been affected by Parkinson's?
I would say quite genuinely, a lot of the lessons I learned in hockey have helped me on the Parkinson's journey. Hockey, probably the two biggest things, obviously hockey is a sport, and living an active lifestyle is something you learn by playing hockey. But hockey is a community as well, and the people you meet along that journey are critical to enjoying what hockey brings. And really, that's what I've leaned on since the Parkinson's diagnosis, and building the foundation that I'm building. Those are the tenets that my foundation is built on. Really, is physical exercise and community. Parkinson's is a tough disease for people. It's degenerative. It gets worse. There is no known cause and there is no cure. And people tend to go into a bit of a tailspin, and they cocoon and they hide from life when what they really need is exercise and community. And so those lessons that I take from hockey are what I bring forward to the Parkinson's world, and am trying to build a foundation that encourages people to get out, be active, and seek community.
Well, speaking of that, can you tell me a little bit about Spinning Wheels, how that sort of got started and how you're involved?
Yeah, Spinning Wheels is based on cycling. It started as a club in Toronto called the Rigid Riders, and I was fortunate enough, after my diagnosis, the Rigid Riders reached out to me and invited me to come and ride with them. I wasn't a cyclist, but cycling does wonderful things for Parkinson's symptoms, eases the tremors in particular. And so I fell in love with cycling. They were just about to cycle cross Canada, spreading the message that cycling is helpful. And so I met them, and they kind of headed off on their cross country journey almost right away. And by the time they got to Toronto from Vancouver, they were pretty worn out. They were looking for someone to throw them a party, and that became me. And at that party, we chatted, and it turned out I was going to be in Halifax the day they rode through Halifax, and we agreed I'd ride with them for one day. And I met them in Halifax for that one day of riding, and I never left. 3 weeks later, we were in Newfoundland. I was just loving the riding. I would call my wife at the end of each day, tell her how good I was feeling, and she just said, keep riding, keep riding. And we got to Newfoundland, and the ride was over, and we began planning the next one right away, which was wrapped up in 2024. So we cycled 10,000 kilometers in 60 days. We went coast to coast to coast. So West Coast, East Coast, and right up to the Arctic coast, all on bikes. And like I say, the message, the reason we're doing it is to spread the message of how helpful exercise is, cycling in particular for Parkinson's, but exercise and active lifestyle and building communities. And so we literally cycle through as many small towns. We take the scenic route. We go through as many small towns, knock on as many doors, meet as many people as we possibly can. We met thousands of people last year, and it was incredibly rewarding.
Can you tell me how you got involved with Warren Park?
Warren Park is plays out of Lambton Arena, and Lambton Arena is a walk from my house, so it certainly made sense. But like a lot of people in the GTA, there's a lot of leagues you can choose, and it's a great thing. Different leagues have different personalities. we were looking for something a little smaller, a league where maybe we could know everybody's name. Back to that community theme again, and Warren Park was recommended to me as the place to go, and we were thrilled since it was close, and joined with my youngest son, and it was all it was supposed to be. It's a real family sort of league, and as a result, all three of my kids have played there, and I've coached there, and it's just been fantastic.
Amazing. Now, you were recently awarded with the King Charles III Coronation Medal. What did that honor mean to you?
It meant an enormous amount. It probably meant more to my mother. She's English. We're an English family, as I say. So my parents grew up in a time when any honor bestowed by the royalty meant an incredible amount. I think my mother may still be crying somewhere over that medal. And it was a personal honor, but we really received it as an honor for the foundation and the Parkinson's community and the work that we're doing. And so we took another page out of the hockey playbook. I was awarded the medal in a wonderful ceremony, but we brought the medal back to my house. We had about 50 people who've been instrumental in building the foundation and the ride. And we passed the medal around the room as if it was a Stanley Cup, and asked each person to hold the medal above their head and give it a kiss, and gave me a chance to thank each person in the room. And I joke all the time, it was my Stanley Cup moment.
That's awesome. Well, Lloyd, thank you so much again for taking the time to join us. Your passion for hockey, for cycling, for you and for your community, it clearly comes through, and it's a real special thing to witness. So thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thank you, Jaden.